been scanning the website and I wanted to share my findings with you. Just going to be super blunt here on positive things as well as things that we could improve. When it comes to the homepage, so things that I like is the clean identity, the clean branding, logo over here. This all makes sense. I also like that there's a talk to us, begin with leadership defining for Leadership Academy, 3 CTAs. So it's meant to convert or to funnel you somewhere. This all makes sense. What I would change though is have them as white ones, and many people will be confused by if their color is the same. Also, like making them black would be color-wise would make sense, or dark gray or whatever. But this is not that's not a color that people are attracted to while clicking. So if I look at the logo, I'd probably go for something like the purple or the yellow or something that still fits in. Probably purple's best with white letters, with a white font, so that it will be more attractive to the eye to actually click on those. So when it comes to the copy over here and what it is that we do, I think that it starts very good, leadership, clarity before commitment. But this also triggers curiosity, and you might want to describe a little bit better what happens afterwards. So first thing that I'm reading is leadership, clarity before commitment. Okay, this is great. They provide clarity before commitment. What do they mean with commitment? What is that about? And what do they mean with clarity? Now, if I read on, it kind of confuses me a little bit, because all of a sudden we help senior leaders in organizations lead with confidence, energy, and commercial impact without burnout, pressure, and wasted effort. So this feels actually like commitment, like you're talking about coaching and academy trajectories and etc. So instead, what I would do is leadership led before commitment. Okay, spark my curiosity. So then next, I would dive a little bit more into what does that actually mean. So the majority of coaching and training companies or leadership companies, whatever you call it, they go right into commitment, or they go right into programs, etc., focusing on X, Y, Z, da 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 da. We do it different. We scan your leaders in leadership roles, da 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 da, like our story. So that it becomes more clear what you mean by this, and that people are actually still hooked on that this one story, and now it feels like a very, like a vague link between these two, and it confuses you as a reader if you, from the perspective, I try to look at it from the perspective where I'm just a new person and I've never heard of Defy before. So that I would do over here. And then we don't begin with coaching, we begin with leadership defined. It's kind of nice, like we don't begin with coaching, and there it links back to the leadership clarity before commitment. But then leadership defined is it's like a brand or product that we use, but from the perspective of the customer, it doesn't tell me anything yet. So we don't begin with coaching, we begin with, and then just explaining what leadership defined is. So we begin with profiling or scanning or getting to know your people in leadership roles, etc. I would stick more to common language for the homepage so that people would actually know, or combine it. That might be better. So we begin with leadership defined, or leadership defined means da 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 da, so that we already know the branding of the product, leadership defined, but we also have a little bit of an idea what we're actually talking about. And then I kind of know, like, okay, so this is what leadership defined is. I want to know what more. And then this is a great CTA, and then this is a call to action. And then this one is kind of like Explore the Leadership Academy. We didn't mention it anywhere here, so it feels like, why would people ever click on this one as you've been talking about that and going, like, funneling to this? So either mention something like the Explore the Leadership Academy, like this is what we do with Leadership Defined. This is what we do with the Leadership Academy, so that you actually know which option you should choose, and that both are explained. And really short, like I love the conciseness of it, but it feels a bit vague that this one is over here. So used by senior leaders in organizations navigating growth, collapse, and change. That's like fine, but this is a generic sentence, I would say. Like this is what could be on like any other competitor's website as well. It doesn't really say anything. What would be more proof of the pudding here would be references over here, like maybe logos that would like move, like from the left to the right move. And we do have those over here. If we scroll down a little bit, some use cases or companies that work with us. Here we go. There are a couple. And I think there's even, let's see. Well, it's not there. I think it was somewhere on the website. But we do have these, the references or these ones. Those are the ones that I mean. So over here, this is vital. This is our proof of the pudding. This is just the evidence that it works. And I would have that above the fold so that people see, this is who we are. This is how we're different. Here you can read more. And these are all the people or companies that mentioned that we're acing what we do. So that's my feedback for the homepage.